Hey everyone, and welcome. Today, we're diving into something that honestly should matter to every single one of us, making your cash work a whole lot harder for you. We're talking about high-yield digital savings accounts, which are, without a doubt, a super powerful tool for anyone looking to grow their money smartly.
So let me ask you a simple question. Is your money just sleeping? Just sitting there in a traditional bank account earning next to nothing? Because if it is, it's not just sleeping, it's actually losing value over time. But don't worry, there is a much, much smarter way to go about this.
And this right here is the solution. On one side, you've got your old school savings accounts. Low interest, not very flexible. But on the other side, you've got the new kid on the block, digital savings. And what makes them so great? Well, they've found that perfect sweet spot, giving you the high interest you'd expect from a fixed deposit, but with the total flexibility of a checking account. You can pull your money out anytime you want, no penalties.
Okay, so here's our game plan. First, we're going to look at what makes this new financial tool so special. Then, we'll get into the 3 crucial things to look for when you're picking one. After that, we'll uncover some of the hidden benefits beyond just that great interest rate. And finally, we'll talk about safety and some pro tips to really max out your earnings.
So, what's the magic behind these awesome rates? It's actually pretty simple. Digital banks don't have to pay for all those expensive physical branches. That means they save a ton on overhead costs, and they pass those savings directly on to you, the customer. And how do they do that? Through interest rates that are often way, way higher than traditional banks.
And the competition out there is fierce. I mean, to get new people to sign up, some banks are getting super aggressive. Now, this is a short-term promo rate, but some banks in Taiwan, like Union Bank's New Bank, have offered rates as high as 15%. That just shows you how competitive this whole space has become.
All right, so you're sold on the idea, but with all these options, how in the world do you choose the right one? It can definitely feel a bit overwhelming, but don't sweat it. We can break it all down into 3 simple key things you've got to look at.
First off, you got to check if that amazing rate is just for new customers. A lot of these hot offers expire, so you need to know what the rate drops down to later. Second, look for the deposit cap. High rates usually only apply up to a certain amount of money, say 10 or 30,000. Anything you deposit over that gets a much lower rate. And third, and this is a big one, what are the missions or tasks you have to do to even get that best rate?
Let's look at how this plays out. See Bank B here? The rate looks awesome, right? But the mission is to link a credit card and spend money on it. If you're not a credit card person, that's just not going to work for you. The real key here is to find a bank whose missions match up with what you're already doing. You really don't want to end up spending extra cash just to earn a tiny bit more in interest.
But let's keep going, because these accounts are about so much more than just the interest rate. There are some seriously valuable hidden perks that can save you a surprising amount of real money.
And this is a huge one. Most of these digital accounts give you dozens of free bank transfers and ATM withdrawals every single month. If you're someone who moves money around a lot, this is an absolute game changer. You know how those little fees add up? Well, this perk alone could easily save you over $1,000 a year.
Here's another cool feature: how they calculate your interest. Most of them use something called daily balance interest calculation. I know, it sounds super technical, but all it really means is that they calculate your interest every single day based on what's in your account at the end of the day. This makes sure every last penny you have is working for you, every single day.
And they don't just calculate it daily, they pay you monthly. Traditional banks, they usually only pay out interest twice a year. Getting that interest every month means it starts earning its own interest that much faster. It's a small thing, but that little compounding effect really does help your money grow faster.
Okay, on to the big question everyone always asks: is my money actually safe? And once we cover that, let's talk about a couple of pro-level strategies to really take your savings game to the next level.
Let's be perfectly clear. Yes, it is absolutely safe. In Taiwan, for instance, every digital bank account is protected by the Central Deposit Insurance Corporation up to 3 million new Taiwan dollars. That's for each person at each bank. It's the exact same protection you get at a big traditional bank. So yeah, you can sleep soundly knowing your money is secure.
Plus, these things are becoming way more than just a place to stash your cash. The apps are often amazing, super intuitive, and they pull in all sorts of other financial tools. You can buy investment funds, exchange foreign currency, all in one place. They're really turning into a central hub for your entire financial life.
Ready for the pro tips? Okay, first, set up multiple accounts. If the best interest rate is capped at $10,000, open another account at a different bank for your next $10,000.
That way, all your money is earning the highest possible rate. Second, be strategic. Put a reminder in your calendar to check out the best offers every 6 months or so. If a better deal pops up, don't be afraid to move your money. It's your cash, after all.
So when you put it all together, the question is, are you ready to put your idle cash to work? Seriously, using a high-yield digital savings account is one of the easiest and most effective first steps you can take in managing your wealth today. It's the perfect mix of safety, high returns, and convenience. The only question left is, which one are you going to open first?